Oliver, welcome to Argentina. It's great to have the WRC back here in Córdoba. We would like to know your impressions about the development of the championship first and your impression about the Rally Argentina specifically.
Yeah, hello. No, it's for me always a pleasure to come back to Argentina. It's a great country, big passion for our sport, and we really enjoy to being here with the WRC. The championship itself is what we feel on a good direction. It develops really positively in regard to those things that we measure. You know, it's the number of spectators on site is continuing to grow. In particular in Argentina, it's a lot of fans coming to the stages and to the service park, which is fantastic. We enjoy a positive development also in the media, both on the TVs, but also in the internet. It's more and more people following our programs in the media, which is amazing. We doubled the number of TV hours in the last 5 years, and also the audience behind the TV screens is up from more than 100 million from last year to this year. So that is going positive, and I hope this is also thanks to the exciting that we see in the sport at the moment, getting better again this year with that fantastic situation as we have it at the moment, with its unpredictability, and every driver can win, every team can win. This is exactly what we were missing in the last years, why we changed a bit the regulations, why we are so glad that we have these exciting new cars. So the trend, as a promoter, I would say the trend is positive, and we do everything that it continues.
Do you like the schedule of Rally Argentina, the itinerary, maybe the super special stages and the organization? Would you support Rally Argentina for future years?
Oh, definitely. Argentina is one of the countries that belongs to our calendar. I personally have to say that the El Condor stage, which we like to do as a power stage live on TV, is one of my absolute favorites in the championship. And also the city stage in Córdoba, as we saw it last night, is getting better and better every year. I really like to see that. That was almost a proper rally stage, and there was a lot of fans in the streets enjoying that. So yes, 100% WRC in Argentina. That is definitely also a relationship for the future.
Talking about the broadcasting of the championship, what is your vision for bringing the WRC to the public, to make it close? Because it's really difficult maybe to make a whole coverage TV live for the people, because they are big amounts of distance. But what would be your idea to continue to develop the broadcasting of the championship?
No, I mean, first of all, we have to see where we come from with this idea to give as much as possible media coverage on TV. TV production in rallying is very complicated and unfortunately also very expensive. So our strategy is to pick out those parts of the rally weekend that enjoy a particular interest, a particular relevance, as for example the power stage, an opening stage, or an iconic stage, which could be the Collins Crest in Sweden, the Col di Torini in Monte Carlo, or as we have it here, the El Condor stage. So whenever we have these highlights, we want to make sure they come live on TV. A part of that live, we have the feeling that in particular New Success, which we play out 2 times a day, and highlight shows are a good format to capture all the highlights and the exciting moments of a day, and to bring them to the audience on TV or on the internet every day or at the end of the rally during in a highlight summary of the entire rally weekend. What we do on top is, and where we are working on, is to fill also the gaps between the rallies with maybe an additional highlight format. Currently, for example, we are delivering what we call a magazine, which is a preview show that comes to the fans on TV 1 week before each rally, showing a little bit where do we come from, what is the standing in the championship, and what is expecting us on the next rally weekend.
Talking about the gaps between the rallies, are the WRC promoter thinking about increasing the number of rallies in the calendar? Because so far we have 13 events the whole year. Would it be possible to consider introducing new countries without maybe excluding the ones that we currently have?
That is a vision. From our understanding, we think that also increasing the quantity of the events, not only the quality, as I discussed before, regulations, media formats. So in the quality, many things have already been kicked off. Quantity is for sure also an element. If you look at Rally Argentina worldwide, will enjoy approximately 60 million global TV audience. and I don't know, more than 500,000 spectators on site we expect. If you multiply these figures by 13, you come to one annual result. If you multiply it by 14, 15, 16, you come to an even better. So this is what we are discussing at the moment, both with the FIA and with the teams, if this additional benefit is in relation to the additional costs that we need to bring up if we go to more events. But the vision would be, speaking from the point of view of the promoter, to continuously increase the number of events from 13, 14 to maybe sooner or later to a maximum amount of 16.
Do you have in mind some countries that could join to the World Rally Championship?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not a secret that we have the opportunity to talking to a number of countries and events that are knocking on our doors, so that is quite a pleasant situation. It has been in the press that we have been talking to Turkey, to Croatia. We will have the pleasure to see Chile in the next weekend. So there is quite a number of opportunities, and it is our job to find out which opportunity is appropriate for the championship and in the interest of the teams. Yeah? In the end, it's also interesting for the fans, but interesting for the manufacturers, as car markets are in the end what we are looking for, that helps the car manufacturers to make also a turnover. Is something that we need to consider.
Is it possible to increase the number of manufacturers as well in the championship, maybe in the 3 or 4 next years?
Frankly speaking, I do not really see that at the moment. It would be definitely too early to make any communication in this regard. Possible, of course. I mean, there is absolutely no limit on our end to add the number of manufacturers, but there is at the moment no advanced talks with additional manufacturers to join. Whereas we are also very happy with the number of manufacturers that we have. At the moment, 4 of the world's biggest 10 manufacturers choose the WRC as the global motorsport engagement, so we are pretty proud of the current situation anyhow. And do not forget, also Skoda is making a big commitment to our championship these days.
And about the Skoda, because they are involved in the WRC2 championship, what is the vision of the promoter to promote future stars like Suninen, like Esa-Pekka Lappi, and maybe other drivers that still are not part of the championship, like Oliver Solberg or Kyle Rovanpera? How is the WRC working with that to increase the number of future stars?
No, what we try to do is we try to create these heroes with our media formats as much as we can. If you look into today's TV programs, which you can see here on Fox, for example, or in Argentina on the region of Córdoba and Mota TV, yeah, what's it, channel 12? We insert them in the graphics, particularly with the names of the co-drivers and the faces without helmets. So we try as much as we can on the TV, but also on the internet and on the Facebook and on the Twitter account of the WRC to promote the heroes under the helmets. This is what we do. But it's a team play. In the end, it's also a big effort done by national federations in motorsports or by the teams themselves to give young talents the opportunity to test their skills in the cars. And we, as a promoter, we can do not so much in that part of the business. But of course, we hope that in the future we will see again also drivers from other nationalities that we do not have today, like a Chinese driver, a Japanese driver, a German driver in the top 10. That would be definitely helpful for the development of the championship.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We are really appreciate. Wish you all the best the rest of the season. Hope to see you again here in 2018.
Muchas gracias.